Shalom, family. Shalom. I've missed you guys so much. I told you guys I would be back this week, and I'm coming with a vengeance. Mother has been dropping some bombs on me. And today we're going to talk about why the man is the devil and the woman is God, or why the white man in particular is the more of the devil and the black woman is God. Now, we are still talking about all men and all women, but we must talk about the opposite ends of the spectrum, which is white and black. So we're going to get into this today. I found something interesting today. I was doing some research on lightning, and I was looking up some words, and I just came across the scripture where it said, and Satan fell as lightning. So I started looking into the word Satan, because I was looking for something in particular, but I found something else, and I want to share this with you guys. It blew me away. So let's look up the meaning of Satan. Satan means, they put Satan, the same fallen angel. Okay, Satan. Okay, so they say compare Satanas. So when you click on Satanas, it say the adversary. Satan, the devil, and adversary, Satan. And when you go, and this is not going to be a long video because this is just, right out there. It says, of Chaldee origin, corresponding to my bad, the accuser, i.e. the devil. Okay, so when we look on that, remember the accuser. Remember that, the accuser. So when we go to my bad, it means to work, and act or work. And I said, okay, work and act, work. Okay, let's look into this further. So I clicked the bad. It means to work, to serve, to become slaves, to bend slaves, bondage, burden, cultivated, do the work, enslaved, given, holding in bondage, impose, keep, laborers, make servant, to make slaves, manufacturers, observe, perform, plow, render, serve, tiller. Uses as slaves, uses services, workers, working, worshipers. Okay. Keep in bondage. Be bondman, bond service, compel, do, dress, ear. To work, by implication, to serve, till, casuatively, enslave. Be, keep in bondage, be bondman, bond service, compel, do, dress. Okay, remember Adam was made to dress and till the garden. Ear, execute, husband, man, keep, laboring, man, brief, to pass, to cause, to make, serving, become servant, do use, service, tiller, transgress, set of work, be wrought, worshiper. Now I know you already can see, if you smart, where I'm going with this. Satan, the adversary, and it's 2:11 on the clock, is anybody who maketh a slave. Okay, so we know that white men enslaved black people. In that instance, the white man is the devil. Black people are God. But to a greater extent, man is the devil and woman is God. Why? Because man enslaved woman. Man made woman a slave. And we talked about this in Genesis. Your husband shall rule over you. In that instinct, Adam became the devil, the tiller, the husbandman. Okay, and this is why Baal, God talk about Baal, it means husband, master, Lord, because you want to rule over the woman. You want to make the woman your slave. You are the devil, and the woman is God. I know some people about to hate me for this one. They about to hate me for this one. Anybody who maketh a slave, and this is why I've been teaching you guys about the scriptures. and how the men were the adversaries of the women, treating them badly, committing adultery and fornication and all of these type of things with the strange women who they upheld over the women of their own people. Man wanting to rule over woman. You are the devil. You are the adversary. And it's important that I let this be known, because we have so many Hebrew Israelites, men, who are pushing this rule over woman doctrine. Okay, I mean, I've been debating with them left and right and trying to correct this nonsense, but they so much in the cognitive dissonance that even when you give them scripture, precept upon precept, line upon line, here upon there, little there, little here, they still don't want to hear you. And I'm gonna show y'all exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm gonna do a video called "The Cognitive Dissonance and the Strong Delusion of the Hebrew Israelite man," and men in general, this way of thinking, this Kevin Samuels degeneracy. You are the adversary. You are the devil. I think that's it. I mean, it can't get no clearer than this, okay? It can't get no clearer. You wanted to make the woman your slave, and in that instant, you became the devil, okay? Let's get Genesis 3:16. I mean, it's a Genesis 3. Let's just do this. And we talked about this in my the man shall rule over you video that I did. That this is not translated correctly. Unto the woman I will greatly multiply. We talked about how that it should not say I will, like God was doing something, but what the consequences was of her action. It should just say, you will be greatly multiplied, because they did what they did. But they put I, like God was, proclaiming this, and men run with it, instead of understanding the scripture based upon precepts and reading the whole thing, instead of just picking out what you want to pick out and say, see, the man's supposed to rule over the woman. You are the adversary. You are the devil. You are the accuser. Remember, Adam accused Eve and said, it was the woman you gave me. But I don't believe it was. Because it say, you framed your sister in Psalms. And we talked about Eve being framed. I actually had a picture of a whole bunch of people holding up signs saying Eve was framed. I might use that as the picture for this video. Unto the woman, greatly multiply will thy sorrow be, and thy conception. That's how I'm going to translate that. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. We talked about this being a precept for Isaiah 3:1-2 that man love to try to say is about the daughters of Zion. As for my people, children are their oppressors. This is why the woman was given birth in sorrow, because the man, her sons, would grow up to rule over her, and she would be in sorrow, in grief. It wasn't about a physical pain, because just like I said in that video that we did, if you ever thought it was a time that women gave birth without pain, you're insane. You're just insane. This was not about a physical pain. This was about a spiritual pain of giving birth to sons that will grow up and try to rule over you and women. Children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Oh, my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err and destroy the way of the past. We talked about that is not women ruling over them. That is man ruling over them. And man shall rule over you. Just like it said, and thy husband shall rule over thee. Now, I was debating with this guy about this, and he wanted to up and down me. I got every precept, and I got the commentary on this scripture that said that the woman in this scripture is talking about effeminate man and not literal women. I also got the scripture. Let me see if I can find it for y'all on my page. That literally says the man has become as woman. Here it is. Thy mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Not literal women, if y'all use the precepts, here a little, there a little. But what does it say? The mighty men of Babylon have become as women. So when it's talking about women right here in Isaiah 3:2, it's still talking, it's a reference to man, effeminate man. You are so, what's the word I want to use? You are so threatened by the power of the woman. You are an effeminate man. You are the devil. You are the adversary. And all you Hebrew Israelite men who want to collude against the daughters of Zion, that's not going to get you nowhere. I'm here to tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I just wanted to show y'all how the man has become, how the man is the devil and the woman is God. And more specifically, when we're talking about opposite ends of the spectrum, we're talking about the white man and the black woman. But again, man in general, women in general. The only way that black men are going to become out of being the devil and become Christ-like is if you put the woman back on her throne. That is what Christ came to do. If you ain't doing that, you are the Antichrist. You are the Antichrist. Shalom, family. It's 2/20. Y'all know my birthday is 2/20. Y'all know it's the year 2/22/22. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. This was a short video, but I told y'all I was coming back with a vengeance. And I am. It's so much that I got to talk about. Shalom, family. I love you till we meet again.